Teacher Jenny. I'm here with the book for you, A Fish Out of Water by Helen Palmer, illustrated by P.D. Eastman. Oh, I forgot my story time song. I know, I forgot it last time too. Somebody reminded me. Okay, everybody get comfortable. Here we go. Gather around, oh gather around, it's story time. Gather around, oh gather around, it's story time. Stories are for telling, stories are for sharing. Here is a story for all of us. Now we can start. A Fish Out of Water by Helen Palmer, illustrated by P.D. Eastman. P.D. Eastman also writes stories, but in this book, Helen Palmer wrote the words, and he did all the illustrations. He did all the drawings. And I like the drawings in this book. They're very nice with the colors. Some of my favorite colors. And it's a funny story, and it's exciting too. A fish out of water. Look at that fish. Now this fish has a name. He's a pet fish. You'll see his name when we start reading the story. A Fish Out of Water by Helen Palmer, illustrated by P.D. Eastman. Oh, look at that. There's a hint about what's going to happen in this story. See the fish looking at the boy? Does something look wrong? There is a problem. Wait until you see. So there's the little boy. It looks like he's in a store. Yes, he's in the pet store. And he's looking at a fish. And this man is Mr. Carp. He's selling the little boy a fish. And the boy says, "This little fish," I said to Mr. Carp. "I want him. I like him. And he likes me. I will call him Otto." "Very well," said Mr. Carp. "Now I will tell you how to feed him." Then Mr. Carp told me, "When you feed a fish, never feed him a lot. So much and no more. Never more than a spot. Or something may happen. You never know what." So look, there's the man showing the boy just a little bit. And look at the little boy. He's saying, "Yes, that's right. Just a little bit. Just feed him a little bit." Then I took Otto home. I gave him some food. I did not give him much, just one little spot. But this did not make Otto happy. He wanted more food. He had to have more. Poor Otto. He just had to have more. Now look at that capital. He had to have more. He's so hungry. Oh, poor Otto's so hungry. You think the little boy should give him some more? He's so hungry. I knew what Mr. Carp had told me. Never feed him a lot, never more than a spot, or something may happen, you never know what. But I gave Otto all the food in the box. Wow, that's a lot. Look at, he put all the food in there. Then something did happen. My little Otto began to grow. I saw him grow. I saw him grow and grow. Soon he was too big for his little fish bowl. There was just one thing to do. I put Otto in the flower bowl. "There, Otto," I said, "this will hold you." But no, the flower bowl did not hold him. Otto went right on growing. This was not funny at all. His tail was growing right out the top. Oh no, what's going to happen? I grabbed the flower bowl. I ran with it. "Otto," I said, "I know just where to put you. You will be all right." I put him in a big pot. But Otto was not all right. I saw him grow some more. Very soon, he was too big for the pot. I put him in pot after pot. He was growing so fast. Poor Otto, my poor little fish. Oh, why did I feed him so much? "Otto," I said, "stop growing, please." But Otto could not stop growing. He was growing all the time. Very soon, I ran out of pots. Look at all the mess he made. Oh my goodness, what's he gonna do? Otto had to have some water. You know that, right? Fish have to live in water. They can't live in the air. They need to live in the water. There was one thing to do. I did it. I grabbed him. I grabbed him by the tail. I ran up with him up to the tub. The tub is big. It holds lots of water. At last. Okay, now that's a big place for Otto. A lot of water. There, Otto, I said. This tub holds my father. This tub holds my mother, so it will hold you. That is a big thing of water. But the tub did not hold him at all. He went right on growing. Oh, Otto, I said, what can I do now? Look, he's trying to fill it up with water, but it's still not enough. Then, crash! The door went down. Crash! Otto went down, and I went down too. Oh, look at that. Whoa. Oh, what a ride. Down went the water into the cellar, and down went Otto too. I had to do something fast, so I grabbed the phone. I called a policeman. Help, help, I said. I fed my fish too much. Mr. Carp told me not to, but I did. There's the policeman. What? Said the policeman. Mr. Carp told you not to, but you did? Ah, too bad. I will come at once. The policeman came. My fish went that way, I said. He's down in the cellar. So you know what a cellar is, right? A cellar is something that's underneath your house, like a room under your house. My house has a cellar, but some houses don't. But this little boy has one, and all the water and all the fish went down there. Look, you can see the policeman coming through the water. And look, the little boy is standing on top of the table. There's a flood of water in there. Oh, what a disaster. The policeman ran down with me. What a fish, he said. He's much too big to keep in a cellar. We will have to get him out. We had to work and work to get Otto out. Look, they're pushing. Poor Otto. Why did I feed him too much? Mr. Carp told me something would happen, and it did. Now we had Otto out of the cellar, but Otto had no water at all. A fish has to have water, I said to the policeman. We must take him to water. Get help. Call for help on the radio. The policeman called on his radio. He called for the fireman. Help, help, he said. A boy has fed a fish too much. A boy has fed a fish too much, said the fireman. We will come at once. The firemen came. They all helped get Otto up. Oh, look, they have a ladder. So they've pulled him up. He is so big. Look, they had to use a fire truck to lift him up. They all helped get Otto up. But where can we take him, I asked. Uptown? Downtown? To the pool, yelled the fireman. To the pool, I yelled, and please hurry. That's my fire truck sound. There they go. They hurried. They did hurry. The fire truck with Otto came right up to the pool, and the fireman yelled, Everyone out of the pool! The fish is going in! Look at all the people are hurrying. Ah, no, a fish! All running away. Down into the pool went Otto, into the pool with a big splash. Look at that. Psh. Did you ever see that happen when something goes down and then all the water comes up? Now I was happy. Now at last my Otto had water, lots of water. The big pool was just the thing. The big pool would hold him. But Otto went right on growing. And no one wanted Otto in the pool. They did not like Otto at all. Look at it, they're trying to go swimming. And the swimming pool is taken up by a giant fish. You take that fish out of here, all the people yelled. Uh-oh, sorry. Stop. There was one thing to do. I did it. I ran to the phone. I called Mr. Carp. Please, please help me, I said. I fed Otto too much. So there's Mr. Carp at the store. Oh, dear, said Mr. Carp. So you fed him too much. I knew you would. I always say don't, but you boys always do. Yes, I will come. Then Mr. Carp came. He had a black box in his hand, and he had lots of other things, too. I wonder what those things are. Look at, I see a little net. And that looks like a hook and a hammer. And oh my goodness, I don't know what that is. What are you going to do, Mr. Carp? I asked. But Mr. Carp said nothing. He just went right up to the pool. He took his black box with him and all the other things too. Splash! Mr. Carp jumped into the pool. Look how big the fish is now. Look, he's covering the whole thing. Splash! Now Otto went down too, and all I could see was his tail. I could not see Mr. Carp at all. What was going on down there? What were they doing down there in the water? Now I could see nothing. Not Otto, not Mr. Carp, nothing at all. Would I see my Otto again? Would I see Mr. Carp again? Mr. Carp, Mr. Carp, I yelled. What are you doing? Are you all right? And then up jumped Mr. Carp, and in his hand was a little fish bowl, and in the bowl was my Otto. Mr. Carp had made him little again. Don't ask me how I did it, he said, but here is your fish. And from now on, said Mr. Carp, please don't feed him too much, just so much and no more. Now that is what I always do. Now I feed Otto so much and no more, never more than a spot, or something may happen, and now I know what. The end. You like that story? It's an exciting story, isn't it? So I have a question for you. You ready? I'd like to know what you think. How did Mr. Carp make Otto small again? What do you think? Doesn't tell us. Make a guess. And I'd love to hear what your guess is. I'll see you later.